already like so good. I feel like it hits my soul and everything is fine. Anyways, hey guys, how you doing? I feel like the more videos I do, the more I'm just like chilling here, talking to some friends, you know. But welcome to my channel, Sierra Lynn Styles. If you are already subscribed to me, thanks for coming again. If this is your first time seeing one of my videos, I'm so glad you're here. Take a minute to look through my page. I hope you enjoy my content. If you do, subscribe down below. I would really appreciate it. And today, as you see in the title, I am going to be starting a egg fast. I'm gonna try to do it for 5 days, but I'm just gonna listen to my body and see how long I want to do it for. But a few weeks ago, I did the cabbage cleanse, and that video has been getting a lot of views lately. So, you know, clearly my subscribers and people are wanting to see more content like that. So I've been recently seeing this egg diet, and I was looking into it, and I'm just like, you know what? This is definitely the one. If you guys want to see a cleanse, this is the one that I want to do because I love eggs. I love cheese. I'll explain a little bit more later. There's a couple different egg fasts out there. So, you know, this is like the keto one, and I'm not on keto. So this will be a good example for anyone who is not on keto and just wants to do it anyway, or if you're trying to get into keto. I have done keto in the past for a few months. It did work well, but it just wasn't something I wanted for a lifestyle for myself. But I just think like the actual food that you can eat on this cleanse, I'm really attracted to. So I think it's going to be pretty easy for me, which is why I kind of want to do it. I'm not a huge breakfast eater, no matter what diet I'm on. I'm never hungry in the morning. I have my water, I have my coffee. I'm typically not hungry till like 11, noon. And I get up decently early too. So it's, you know, nothing that I'm like sleeping in super late or anything like that. But so what I'm going to do for this cleanse, I'm also going to be doing the 16-8 intermittent fasting, which is basically you don't eat for 16 hours and then your window of eating is for 8 hours, which isn't a big deal at all. I'm basically going to be doing like from noon to 8 will be my eating window. And if you guys eat breakfast, lunch, and dinner, I don't really think it's going to vary your results too much. I've watched enough videos, and I think regardless, no matter what time of day you're eating, if you stick to this cleanse, I do think you will lose weight just from the results that I'm seeing out there. Editing Sierra here. I am annoying the crap out of myself throughout this video that I keep calling this different things. I call it the keto egg fast, the keto egg cleanse, and the keto egg diet. I just want to put out there that I say cleanse a few times. I would not consider this a cleanse. I don't know why my brain kept doing that, but yeah, I'm sorry if I'm annoying anyone by saying it different ways the whole entire video, but anyway, enjoy. Also, in looking up all these different videos that other people have done, I've seen how many recipes you can make. It's honestly pretty crazy, like what people are making. People are so creative. I'm just like, how do people come up with this stuff? So out of all the videos I watched, I'm going to be compiling recipes. Some I've made before, some I haven't made before. But not only do I want this video to be about a cleanse and seeing how much weight it will have me drop, I also want it to be kind of like a recipe book. Like, I just want to try as many recipes as I can this week, share them with you guys, and that way there's some meal for everyone. So without further ado, this is day one. It's about noontime and I'm just filming now. So far today, I had a big glass of water and I'm having a little bit more black coffee. I had some earlier as well. I'm gonna put in a quick clip of me weighing myself this morning. If you've seen my other videos, you know that I don't own a scale and I weigh myself at the local Publix store. So there's a little clip of me weighing myself. Okay guys, so I am right about at like 210, a little bit over. I'm just gonna call it 210 for the sake of it because it's not a digital scale. And yeah, stay tuned for the rest of the video. Okay guys, so our first meal of the day is going to be a chaffle breakfast sandwich. On the scale, we have 1 egg, some seasonings, whatever you like. I do salt, pepper, garlic powder, and parsley. And I'm going to be adding 2 ounces of cheese to the 1 egg. And then I'm just going to mix this together. So after mixing this up, I added a little bit of the egg white from the eggs that are gonna go in the middle of the sandwich to the chaffle mixture because it just needs to be a little bit more runny. I'm gonna go ahead and cook the 2 eggs on a frying pan in some butter, and that's gonna be for the middle of the sandwich. You're supposed to use a tablespoon of butter per egg, but 3 tablespoons just seems like an insane amount, so I'm gonna use about like a tablespoon and a half. I'm gonna just season them with salt and pepper, and then out of this mixture, I'm gonna make 4 chaffles. I already have one going here. So we have about a tablespoon and a half of butter. I don't know how I would use 3 tablespoons of butter to cook 2 eggs. I don't know. I'm just trying to follow the rules. Let me know if I'm like not understanding this correctly, is how to get like the fat in. But I'm gonna try my best. Some salt, pepper, some parsley. And then I'm gonna put about an ounce on these eggs of queso quesadilla cheese. It's a little bit milder but creamier than cheddar, so I think the mix of the 2 cheeses is gonna be really delicious. Son of a gun. All right, we got the last chaffle out of here. This one's a little puny. I never sized them right for some reason, but look how good this egg and cheese looks on these chaffles. You get 2 sandwiches. And all this was 3 ounces of cheese, maybe a little less than 3 ounces, 3 eggs, and a tablespoon and a half of butter. And yeah, I'm gonna enjoy these. Okay guys, now I'm going to be making some cinnamon waffles. I'm in the mood for something sweet, and waffles for dinner sounds really good. So we're gonna do 2 ounces of cream cheese, 2 large eggs, a teaspoon of 0-calorie sugar. This is stevia in the raw. A lot of people use monk fruit, cinnamon to taste. And then you're going to put a splash of vanilla. Ooh, that was kind of a lot. And a splash of maple. And we're gonna blend it up and put it in the waffle maker. Now that our waffle maker is warmed up, I'm gonna pour just enough in here to make a waffle, just like that. Close that, and when the light goes off, it should be ready. And in the meantime, we're going to make the cinnamon butter. So over here we have 2 tablespoons of butter, 1 teaspoon of your artificial sweetener. You're going to put a little bit of maple and however much cinnamon your heart desires, and you're gonna mix it all up into a paste. And then you have this beautiful butter spread that you're gonna spread on every single waffle, and it's gonna act as a bunch of flavor, and you shouldn't need syrup. All right, the light's off. Let's see how we did. Oh, when I make chaffles, they fluff up so much more than this, and I think that's why I'm having such an issue, but this one definitely turned out better than the last one. But I'm gonna leave it in there just a minute longer. It seems a little light. Okay guys, I'm just sitting down for dinner, and don't judge me. I'm on the couch because my husband's streaming, and I don't feel like sitting at the table alone, so I know you eat on the couch sometimes. A little disclaimer, it does take a while with the waffle maker since it's like 4 minutes per waffle, so you do have to be patient. This lighting is awful, but I have to film every meal, so it's not gonna be like the best videography for this because I'm just trying to be able to show you all the meals while I'm cooking and be efficient about it. So yeah, it's like super loud outside, but yeah, let's give this a try. This looks so good. It's pretty darn good, for sure. Definitely like at least craves your sweet tooth. You can pick up a little bit on the fake sugar taste, but I'm like super sensitive to that. Like I can taste that in like everything, but no, it's really good. I mean, it tastes like eggy waffles. Yeah, that's about it for today. If I get a little hungry later, I might have just like a little side of cheese, but other than that, I will see you guys tomorrow. Hey guys, we are on day 2. I am feeling good. I don't feel tired or anything like that, so day 1 went great. I did realize by the end of day 1 that I didn't really eat as much eggs as I probably should have. I only had 5 eggs, and you're supposed to have at least 6 a day. So my goal today is to eat more eggs. It is lunchtime. So far today, I have had a bunch of water. I've had 1 diet orange soda, and I'm about to make some scrambled eggs and cheese. So yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna show you that recipe in a second, even though it's super easy. Okay guys, I have 2 ounces of cheese. I just mixed up some of this Colby Jack blend and this queso quesadilla together. I got 2 ounces. I'm gonna do 4 eggs. I have some salt, pepper, garlic powder, and parsley in there. And then in the pan over here, I have 2 tablespoons of butter. And I'm just going to scramble these eggs up and top them with cheese when I'm all done. Yum. I mean, who doesn't like super cheesy scrambled eggs? Got a nice big glass of ice water here, and I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my lunch. Okay guys, I'm going to attempt to make egg fast pancakes. I have 3 eggs in my blender. I'm gonna add 3 ounces of cream cheese, a half a tablespoon of baking powder, a little bit of cinnamon, a little bit of vanilla. I added 4 packets of stevia in the raw 0-calorie sweetener. All right, I have a tablespoon and a half of butter melted in the bottom, and I'm just gonna make some pancakes. Okay, it's a little watery, should be interesting. These are gonna be some funny shaped pancakes. Well, you live and you learn. I'm gonna attempt to make them rounded a little more. I don't know. These are gonna be some real ugly pancakes. Hopefully they taste good. You gotta try everything once, right? I'm attempting to make one look good. It's just so watery, it's really hard to control. I'm trying to let it like set up and then put more on top. It's a hot mess. Not bad looking, I just flipped it. Best one yet. All right, so that recipe made about 6 oddly shaped thin pancakes. It was a little bit of a struggle, but not awful. If you have one of those like pancake molds, that would work really, really good. And I'm just gonna top this with a little bit of sugar-free Carrie's syrup, just a tiny bit. And then I am also gonna put 1 strawberry diced up on it, just because I'm really craving some fruit, and I really don't think 1 strawberry is gonna throw off the whole thing. But yeah, let's test these out. They don't look too bad. Yum. I think I like these better than the waffles, actually. Yeah, waffles I gave like 9 out of 10. These would be 10 out of 10 for sure. Really good. Okay guys, I'm super hungry today, and the fast says you can kind of eat whatever you want up to a degree, and I've only had 2 small meals, so I'm gonna make these egg tacos that I saw someone make. I put Colby Jack blend with a little bit of Parmesan. I'm gonna crack an egg on top of them. A little salt, some pepper. I accidentally broke one, but that's okay because they're pretty much going to cook all the way through anyway. But I'm just going to try to flip these if they're ready. And we got 2 egg tacos, nice and crispy. Delicious. Hey guys, I figured I'd do a little like partway through the week video. I apologize for the glare on my glasses. I just don't feel like taking them off because I look rough. But I just wanted to update you guys. Everything's going well. We're on day 3. I haven't ate yet today. I'm just sitting down for lunch. I have a big cup of water, and I'm gonna be eating deviled eggs today. I didn't use mayonnaise and mustard. I'm gonna tell you guys a weird little story about myself. So when I was younger, me and my sister did not like mayo, and my mom decided to use creamy Caesar dressing in replace of everything for like deviled eggs, for tuna, for tomato sandwiches, like anywhere where you would normally put mayo, my mom would use this dressing for us, and we loved it, and to this day, that's still how I eat everything, which is super weird to everyone else, but yeah, so Caesar dressing is keto friendly. It's high fat, super low carbs. So that's what I made mine out of today. And I have some everything but the bagel seasoning on it. Honestly, I know it sounds weird, but don't knock it until you try it because it's got like a Parmesan garlicky taste with the dressing. But yeah, I'm trying to make different recipes every meal for you guys. I have been doing good so far with that. I hope that that's helpful to see how much you can really eat with this diet. I'm loving it so far, honestly. Like I said before, I love eggs. I love cheese. The only thing that's been a hard thing for me is incorporating fat in the meals. My stomach doesn't do great with like a ton of oils and butter and things like that. So I don't know if I'm using exactly as much as I should be, but I'm trying to incorporate as much as my stomach can handle. And I think it should be fine because I have been on keto before and I never had any issue getting into ketosis before. So yeah. And I also didn't show you guys how to make them because for one, I use a weird recipe, and for two, like most people know how to make deviled eggs. So I just didn't want to waste your time with that. Anyways, this is my lunch. I'll be cooking dinner a little later on, and I will show you guys whatever I'm doing for that. All right, guys. Tonight I'm going to be making some bagel chaffles. And in the bowl here, I have 1 egg with a ton of garlic powder, a little bit of salt, and a little bit of parsley. I'm also going to be adding this everything but the bagel seasoning. This stuff is so good. I got it from like the local bagel company. But I'm going to add this in there so it tastes more like an everything bagel and it has like the garlic flavor. And then as far as cheese goes, I'm going to use a little bit of this Colby Jack blend. And then just a little bit of Parmesan. And I'm going to mix that in with the egg. I'm using a lot of cheese with this because I want it to be more of like a bagel type crisp rather than super eggy. So that's why the ratio is a lot of cheese. All right, the waffle heater is warmed up and I'm just gonna put a little bit of this chaffle mix in there. And there we are. All right, guys, I ended up adding a little cheese sprinkle to the top to make it crispy because I want it to have like a good crispy top to lay the cream cheese on. And I'm just gonna rest them on a napkin to try to keep them crispy. Sometimes when you do it on a plate, they get a little soft. It might still get soft on the napkin, but we're trying. Never have I ever measured them out properly. Wanna try it? Sure. Hey guys, it is now day 4. It's been a super busy day, so I haven't been able to film much. So I'm going to go over this super quick. I had a quick snack earlier, which was an egg taco, which is where you put the cheese on the pan and the egg and you turn it into a little taco. I was in a rush and it was just like a small quick meal, and now I'm going to make a big dinner. I have 2 ounces of different types of cheeses. There's like Colby Jack, cheddar, Parmesan, and then I have these diced up in it. They're keto friendly and they're like 5 calories for 1/4 a cup, so basically nothing. 1 carb and 0 sugar, so I figured it can't hurt. And I'm going to be putting basically like an omelet on top of it, but the cheese is going to become a crisp. It should be delicious. And over in the blender over here, I have 5 eggs because I have to have at least 6 eggs a day, and I've only had 1 because my day's been crazy. I have my seasonings, salt, pepper, garlic powder, parsley, a little paprika, a little bit of Frank's hot sauce, and a little bit more of those peppers. And I'm going to blend that up. Oh, and also I added 2 tablespoons of butter because I'm trying to get a little bit of butter in today because I have a hard time with that. So I'm going to blend this up, pour it over the cheese in the pan. Okay guys, I'm just turning it on high. You want to be careful. You don't want to like burn the cheese before the omelet cooks partway through. And I'm just going to put the omelet mix right on over that. It looks a little weird and chunky because of the butter, which is interesting. So hopefully that's not weird. I've never blended butter into an omelet, but I'm sure it will melt together. And then I'm just going to put the lid on and let it do its thing. Hey guys, this is so ugly. I swear I'm normally like a pretty good omelet maker, but I was trying to do like the cheese crust and it just went wrong, but you know, you live and you learn. I'm just gonna throw some American cheese in there, which I know is like the most awful cheese, but I just love American cheese in my omelet. And I'm gonna make the world's ugliest omelet, and I'm gonna eat it and enjoy it because I haven't eaten much today. You know what? It actually didn't look too bad all said and done. It's like a little bit crispy. Looks a little odd for an omelet, but let's try it out. It's super good. It definitely didn't really create a crust at all, but between the jalapeno, the pickled jalapenos, and the hot sauce and the cheese, it's really delicious. So I'm cool with it. Hi guys, it is day 4 and my intentions were to make a big loaf of egg loaf, which is like French toast. And I'm still gonna make it, but I'm having a little frustrating moment because I just ran to the store to specifically get enough eggs so I could make a full batch of this, and I came home and realized I don't have enough stevia for a whole batch, so a little frustrated about that, and I'm not going back to the store. I refuse. But I'm gonna make a half batch, which is gonna make it like thin, and we're just gonna eat it like that. I mean, oh, it's actually day 5. I think I said day 4 on accident. But, you know, it's day 5, it's the last day, and I'm just not trying to go to the store twice, so I'm just gonna make this and call it a day. We're gonna start with 4 eggs. We're gonna put 1 ounce of cream cheese and a half a stick of butter. And I have the oven preheated to 350, and my pan, I just greased it with vegetable spray, but you're supposed to put parchment in it, and of course I'm out of that too, so let's pray it doesn't stick. I just lathered it up good with the cooking spray and hoping for the best. And then 1/8 cup of sweetener, but honestly, I'm just using what I have left. I don't even know if it's enough. And then a whole tablespoon of baking powder. We're gonna do a half tablespoon of vanilla and a 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon, but I'm just gonna measure with my heart. Okay, and I'm just gonna blend this up and put it in the pan. I'm gonna put it in for like 10 and just watch it, and it's basically like cake, so as long as the middle is cooked all the way through, you're good to go. Okay, so this half batch ended up taking right around like 15 minutes, and I did end up adding just a tiny bit of cinnamon to the top of it. I just checked to make sure the middle was pretty much cooked. I think it is. It might be a little soft, but we're gonna cook them as well in a pan, so it doesn't matter if they're a tiny bit undercooked. We have a pan over here with some butter in it, and we are going to fry the French toast sticks in the butter. So the one good thing about accidentally having to make a single batch is you can eat all of this. I think why people make a double batch is for like storage, so I'm pretty excited I get to eat this all in one meal. I just have it on the pan on high, and I'm gonna brown up both of like the eggy sides of the French toast and serve it with some sugar-free syrup. All right, and I'm gonna flip them. They are golden brown. Guys, I'm super excited about this. This honestly looks so banging. Okay, I am so excited to try these. They look so good. The only thing I'm worried about is that I didn't have enough sugar. I'm not sure. It might be enough, so let's see. A little eggy texture. Which, I mean, makes sense because it's eggs, but see, it's quite eggy in the middle. I wonder if I should cook it longer. It's definitely not bad. It's sweet enough. I have the Kerry sugar-free syrup on there. And if you like egg custard and things like that, it's almost on the verge of that. So, yeah, definitely good. As I'm eating it, I realize that the thinner pieces are better as far as, like, feeling more like bread texture than eggy texture. But I definitely, like, I don't hate the bigger pieces because I like egg souffles and things like that. And I do really like this. Like, I almost wish I had it more than once this week, but it's not like I can't have it in the future. Hey guys, so for dinner we got some bagel chaffles, and I had a little bit of cheese earlier. There's 2 eggs in these, and I had 4 eggs earlier. I don't know. I feel like I should have ate more eggs today, but I'm just not really that hungry, honestly. I did have a couple drinks, but I just did some Bacardi with some diet soda, which is, you know, no sugar, no carb, whatever. And yeah, it's the last day. It's Friday, and we're having a little date night. We're playing some Mario Kart. We're doing some games. I even have my husband eating a chaffle over there because he likes them and he's not even on the diet. So yeah, I get to weigh in tomorrow. I'm super excited. I think it's gonna be really good results, so. Okay guys, so for the keto egg fast for 5 days, I am down a total of 5.5 pounds, which I think is fantastic. It was overall extremely easy. I have done a lot of different cleanses and fasting and all different diets in the past. This is probably my favorite like lose weight fast type diet. So much better than the cabbage cleanse. I did not feel tired at all. I didn't feel any different, honestly. I was able to eat what I wanted. I was able to be full. I was able to eat yummy meals, and my body felt completely fine the whole time. And I also wanted to point out that I did not really exercise. I've been really lazy lately, which I don't like to admit, but I have been. Just, you know, typical days, not much exercise, and I still lost 5.5 pounds in 5 days, which is a lot. I'm really tempted to do this cleanse again here in the future and work out with it. And I might even make a video that's like, each video is a day of it, and I weigh in and I do the recipes and revamp the recipes, because I did learn a lot throughout this whole thing. I truly loved all the meals. If I had to pick my favorite, I would say the French toast, the pancakes, I'm trying to think, and the bagel cream cheese with everything but the bagel seasoning. I think those are my favorite. I don't know, the egg tacos are pretty good. What I loved about the egg tacos is they were really quick to make. So when I just didn't feel like cooking, that's pretty much when I made those. But anyway, guys, definitely give me some feedback. I hope you guys like this video. I hope it's helpful and that you enjoyed the recipes. Yeah, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. If you haven't already clicked that subscribe button, I would greatly appreciate it if you did. And I will see you all next time. Bye.